What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Doing another backyard simulator session like usual for a video today. This one is a little bit of a different course. As you guys saw in the title, we're playing Mirage City Golf Course. This is in Cairo. I say it's a little bit different because this wasn't an official subscriber requested course, but I essentially made it one because this one unintentionally comes courtesy of the subscriber and loyal viewer, commenter, and at this point friend. Me and him go back and forth on Instagram a good amount, just talking about golf stuff. He is a loyal viewer, always comments, but uneven par. If you guys are a religious viewer of the channel, you've probably seen him in the comments. But the reason why this is a unintentional or not exactly a subscriber requested course, because he mentioned, which I wrote down, this must have been a few months ago when I was doing the Pete Dye series. I still got to get back into that, but he said, you got me on the previous Pete Dye course, but I managed a +4 on this one. So he was commenting on another Pete Dye course with a solid back 9. Crazy though, I just played a random 9-hole course after this one and got my second R10 ace, which is pretty nuts. Congrats to you. It was a 75-yard hole, so does that even count? Yes, it definitely does. 7th hole at, and this is what I had a little bit of confusion with. He wrote Mirage City, which I may have wrote it down wrong, or maybe he had a slight typo, but I was looking that up before and I couldn't find Mirage City, so I typed it in, and it was actually, the name of the course is called Mirage City. So there's two different courses. There's a championship level course, and this is the 9-hole course that we're playing. He said 7th hole at Mirage City Golf Course in Cairo, if you're curious. So, like I said, not an official request, but pretty darn cool that he got another hole-in-one here on the R10. I still haven't had one, so I'm going to be eyeing that 7th hole. But basically, if you guys mention you got a hole-in-one, I'll just unofficially add it to the subscriber requested course, because that's pretty cool. R10 aces, or even aces in general, are definitely reason to give the course a shot. So that's what we're going to do. I just played 18 holes before this, played 27 back here yesterday, so fatigue is inevitably going to start creeping in, but pretty hot and humid out here. My shirt's already drenched, so at least I'm warm, and I'm warmed up. Not in a time crunch today, so I can kind of take my time, but funny enough, my goal here is this video should be coming out after the previous one I just played, and I shanked 3 wedge shots, Hosel rockets, to the right of the net. So obviously I want to play well, but my main goal, funny enough, here is just to keep my wedges into the net. I'll take up and over the net if I hit it well, but I just don't want to have a single wedge that I shank right, and I want to actually keep the wedges into the net. So that's my goal going into this. Obviously still trying to figure out the driver, hit that well, but we're going to see how we can do here. Only 2 tee box options, 9-hole course, so going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but hopefully something around, funny enough, no pun intended, even par, unlike uneven par, who got the hole-in-one. So here we go. Garmin Approach R10 DIY level stand. Like I mentioned last time, I raised it up about 1/4 of an inch, so was seeing some better readings. Only had one slight misread that I thought maybe was a little bit short in the last video, but that could have just been me. But I think maybe raising it up just a little bit seemed to help things out a little bit. But Garmin Approach R10, Country Club Elite Mat, Callaway super fast balls that hopefully I don't have to go spend 10 minutes searching into the woods if I shank any again. DIY stance mat, 10x7 nets, and home tee hero that you're seeing here on screen within the Garmin Golf app. So first hole, par 5, 485. We're gonna go out here. Again, the number is kind of irrelevant. I'm not going to get 295 most likely out of it, but that's the line we're taking. I can set that to 100 yards that way or 500 yards that way, where the number, that the distance that I'm going for doesn't matter. That's just the line I'm taking. So here we go. Club face was shut on that. That's going to be one that overcooks left, somewhat of a duck hook left. Not the best strike by any means. 237 into the bunker. Not the best start. Second shot out of this bunker. Who knows what's going to happen out of this distance, but we got 247, so potentially we need another 50 yards on top of that. So I'm just going to rip 3 wood up at this green and we'll see what happens. Decent chance we catch that other greenside bunker right in front, but hopefully just make good contact with the 3-wood. Looking for anything between, I mean, the numbers aren't going to translate because we're 20%, if not a little bit more, which I experience out here in the R10, but been seeing about 250 to 270, right around 260 with this club when I hit it well. So basically, if I get 200-ish on screen out of this, that'll mean I hit it about 250. A little bit low on the face towards the heel. That's not going to be quite 250, but 170 out of that, so that was what, 220 maybe. Not the best strike, but we're out of the bunker and we're back in play. We're still in the rough, unfortunately, so we got 77 yards up to 79, plus we'll need another 7 or 8 yards because we're in the rough. So that puts us at 87-ish. I'm gonna go choke down 48 and try to just obviously take some distance off my regular 100-yard shot and play as close to a 87-yard shot as I can here. Choked down a lot on it, but I hit it kind of hard. That might be a little long. We'll see. Wasn't the cleanest contact. Alright. Got it to work somehow. We'll take that. +2 should be a par. And double check the camera here. Switched out battery packs before. Hopefully it's charging and the camera doesn't die, but only a 9-hole video, so should be obviously half the time as an 18-hole. Alright. Decent start. Even par through 1. Second hole par 4. 332. Pretty straight, slight dogleg left, so we're going to aim up this right side. Hit some decent drives in the last round, so starting to notice that suggested yardage off the tee box is starting to creep up again, which is always good. Gets kind of depressing when the R10 starts, or I guess Home Tee Hero starts recommending like 250 off the tee versus like 270, 275. It means I'm not hitting it very well off the tee. Same thing. That's gonna even be further left than the first one, but I hit it a little bit better. Kind of, I think, before I was having, whoa, massive bounce through there. Before I was having an issue leaving the club face open and not releasing the club. Those last two, I was kind of getting a little too flippy with the wrists, or closing the club face a little bit too much, and kind of overcompensating left. But unfortunately, I mean, we're in play, but we're right behind this tree, so who knows what's going to happen here. 81 yards, up 1, plus we need another 8, so 90. Gonna go 48 degree again. We'll see if we get lucky up and over this tree. A little bit left, right into the tree. Well, that was about as good as we could do from there. Sometimes we get lucky with that. Didn't get lucky. The tree killed the distance. I tried to play it just a tad up in my stance to get a little more height. It did launch a little bit higher, but still not quite enough. I guess I could have took a fuller swing with the 52, but that would be almost guaranteed to be up and over that net, and I'd have to go chase down that ball afterwards. And a lot of times, or decent amount of times, I guess, not a lot, but sometimes I hit it back there, and with all the leaves that you guys can kind of see on camera, depending on where the ball actually lands and kicks, I can't really see it. And by the time I go back there and try to remember where I hit it, sometimes it gets nestled down into the leaves and I can't even find them. So, as an owl, it sounds like is going on back there. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the mic. There's an owl that just started making some noise, and a bird. But 32 yards left, up 1, and then we'll need another 3 because we're in the rough. So that puts us at 36. I'm gonna go 56, and this is the shot that I'm talking about with keeping it into the net. Out of all things that I try to do golf-wise, you would think hitting a relatively big 10x7 net with multiple of them up top, that would be plenty of space for me to hit. And right up and over the net, what I was talking about, that's going to be long too. I hit that too hard. Sit, sit, sit. Lucky it landed soft. I think it stayed on the green for a +2. Bogey. Alright, third hole par 3. This looks really short. Water surrounding it though, or at least on at least half the hole, if not a little bit more. So we gotta basically just carry this and land it right at that number. So 93 down 2, so we're at 91, going 48 degree, going second ball of the round. I think I used like 4 or 5 balls last time because I hit a couple over the net, and then like I said, I shanked 3 to the right. Honestly, I'm gonna play close. I'm trying to play closer to a 100-yard shot here, and I'll take a little bit long on the green, just as long as it's not short into that water. And I hit it decent, and I pulled it a little left, so that's gonna have to get down. And I got my wish. Didn't want to go that long. I guess that's what I was trying to do, so I can't be too mad, but not great. Would have been a lot happier if we just stuck that green. 20 yards now back the other way, plus another 2, so 22 because we're in the rough. We're gonna go 60 degree. Caught it heavy. It'll be on the green, but that's gonna be a little bit short. Short left. Yep, short left. Again, sometimes I'm critical out here because I expect to come out and have the R10 just work as expected and as I have for months on end. And sometimes it has a bad day, but overall, pretty good accuracy-wise for a budget launch monitor. That was short left, caught it heavy, and that's exactly what happened here on screen. So pretty cool when things work out. Although not the best shot, pretty accurate reading there from the R10. 2 over through 3, fourth hole par 3, 115 down 3, so 112. Basically just need that same exact shot I just did with the 48, so we're going back to it. Swung at it again, that might be long again. Yep, pretty close to the same shot. I choked down about the same distance, but I swung a little bit harder just to kind of compensate. But 122, I mean, we're on the green for a par, but all right, another par 3, fifth hole par 3. This is gonna be a short video. We've got multiple chances at hole-in-ones too. Hopefully we can actually get our first one here and put one in. I'm still eyeing that 7th hole, but we've had chances here. 106 now, 48 again. All right, gotta hit this 100, 105. So, and coming up long, choking down to my right thumb to the metal. Should be pretty close to 90 to 100, I would think. Pulled that left, a tad heavy, but yep, that's pretty accurate. That was just a little bit short left, and that's exactly what happened. Caught the mat a little bit first. Club face kind of shut down when I caught the mat, and came out a little bit left, and that's exactly what the R10 showed there. So again, not the best shot, but pretty darn accurate read out of the R10 there. 13 yards left, we're in the rough, so another, call it 1 or 2. Going 60. I kind of jumped off the club face. That's going to be a little bit long. It's going to be closer to 20. Yep. And with the rough, that was actually like 21, but another drop stroke for a bogey. 6th hole, par 4. We got trees, bunkers, desert, water. This should be an interesting hole and tee shot. We're gonna aim right there. Very, very narrow landing strip over there, so I'm just gonna blast one up there and see what happens. Up the right side, high on the face. Got it to work though. About 255 carry on that. Again, we popped it up so we didn't get a whole lot of rollout, but I think we're in the rough. So all things considered, with all those trees and everything else around, take that 262, I think was the total. We got 63 yards left into the rough, so we need another, call it 6, so we should be 69. Nice. Gonna go 52 degree. I'm trying my best to play 70-75 yard shot here. Caught it a tad heavy, that's gonna have to go. Yep. Well, I haven't hit a Hosel rocket to the right left, so I guess that's positive, but pretty subpar performance today in general with the wedges overall. These should be the best clubs in the bag. They call them the scoring clubs for a reason, so you either gain or lose all your strokes pretty much with chipping and putting, and I've been kind of all over the place with the wedges today. 15 yards left, we're in the rough, so call it another 1.5 or 2. We need 16-17 yards or so, going 60. That should be pretty close to that 15 number. Yep, decent shot. Again, said 13, but we were out of the rough, so that was actually 14-15 yards. That was exactly what I was trying to do. All right, here we go. This is what Uneven Par was talking about. I had written down originally in the notes, I think I asked him, I had written down, it's him and his brother. They both like golf, which is pretty cool, and they're pretty close, and they both comment. I think it was Uneven Par himself who recommended this course or had the hole-in-one, so apologies if it was your brother. It was definitely one of you two, so. 74 yards down 2, 72, going 52 degree. Based on how I'm hitting my wedges, don't think a hole-in-one's gonna happen, but you never know, could get lucky. Could be decent, might need to get down a little. Well, not a hole-in-one, but we're on the green for par. Search continues for a hole-in-one. Honestly, from all the chip-ins that I had one earlier. I think I had 1 or 2 yesterday when I was playing out here with my friend. You would assume from all the holes, hundreds if not thousands of holes at this point back here, I'd be able to get a hole-in-one, but still haven't got one yet. All right, 8th hole, another par 3. We're 3 over. Water, so we gotta fly this there. 76 up 1, so 77. Basically same shot here. 75 yard shot with my 52. Tad heavy, pulled it a little bit left, so that may compensate for the distance. Usually the pulls go a little bit further. Not the best, 69 yards on that one, but we're on the green for another par. All right, 9th and final hole. Par 4, water left, water right. We got trees, we got bunkers, and we got the desert. So we need a good, straight, solid contact drive right here. We're gonna aim right at that tree, I guess, or slightly inside of it. think I'm going to call it quits after this round today. So let's see if we can end it here on a halfway decent drive. Hit it pretty good. That should be about 275-ish, I would think. $279. We'll take a look at that. I'm guessing about 105, 150, 105, 146. Hit up on it 2.1, which is good. Club path 0.9 to the right, that's good. Club face 1.3 to the left, so good recipe for a nice little baby draw off the tee. We will take it. And let's see if we can stick this green. 96 yards up one, so we need 97, going 48 degree. Might be a little long. That might be like 110. Couple yards long and a little bit left, but we'll take it. Nice little draw. Alright, I'm gonna finish it off. So that should end us here, and it does. From, again, Mirage City, not Mirage. That's probably my error, not uneven pars, but unofficial request from the loyal subscriber, Uneven Par. Shout out to you for all the support you showed the channel. 3 over 35. Honestly, not the best. 3 bogeys, the rest were pars. No birdies, nothing there. But pretty easy. There was a lot of par 3s. That was, I mean, could have easily been 5 strokes better. It probably should have been, but 1 out of 4 fairways hit. Not great, but also not a whole lot of fairways. 4 out of 9 greens of regulation. Also not great. Would like to be at least 5 there. And then 15 putts across 9 holes. That's 3 shy of 2 putts a hole. So right in between 1.5, 2. Not the worst. Pretty standard middle of the road performance here, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, shout out to Uneven Par. Congrats on the hole-in-one on the 7th hole. Again, we didn't get one. We're still in search of it, but if any of you out there watching or Uneven Par want to see me play an actual course of your choosing, let me know the name of the course and the location in the comments. I'll double check it here within Home to Hero, make sure I get the spelling and the name of the actual course right. I'll respond to you. There's a very high chance that if you've played it or you've heard of the course, that I'll be able to do it back here. And we'll keep this list going. As of, I think I mentioned at the beginning of the last video, I'm down to about 5-ish courses left. I think I have on the subscriber requested course. So either you guys gotta give me some more courses to play back here, or I'll probably be going back to some of my own selected courses, and then probably get back into that Pete Dye series eventually. But I like playing the courses that you guys give me the request for, especially with some background information like this with the hole-in-one. So anything from your local home course that you play all the time, a par 3, world famous championship course, anything in between, just let me know. But that's what I have. I'm gonna go cool off, take a cold shower, rest up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.